Coach, new season, like, so what do you say about the team, the preparations? Are you happy with the composition of the team, the preparations and everything?
The question must be yes, right? Of course, it's a nice weather. It's a nice pitch. Actually, we have been waiting for a long time for this. Frankly speaking, we have a good present preparations both in Thailand and also in Kolkata. Unfortunately, we couldn't reach a target to win Grand Cup, but we got some important, what should I say, answers during this tournament as well. As we speak, we have a really good situation in our squad. We have been practicing well, and as we speak, all players is available. We have some injuries, but they have been injured for a while. So, but as we speak, we can address that team when we want.
Both Punjab FC and Kerala Blasters, one thing in common, both of you have. That is new coach for both the teams. You met in Durand Cup, but couldn't win over each other. So, what's your take on Punjab FC?
First of all, I know that this is all games in ISL is competitive and it's hard games, right? And if I understood right, that they had a bad game against them last season here at home. Bad game here. It was an even game in Durand Cup. We had our second game there, and it was just a few days after the first game with quite bad recovery. We came out pretty poor in that game, but then we improved second half and we scored a goal, and I think we controlled that game pretty well, even if we absolutely can perform better. I think that coach is a good one. Experienced coach, well prepared, but all competitive games have also all competitive teams have good coaches, and so for me this is normal. But of course we have to be humble at the same time, and strongly believe in our path and also our team. So it will be a hard game, but hopefully we can beat them.
Coach, you are famous for the 4-3-3-1 formation.
No, I'm famous to play lots of systems, but of course I can play 4-3-3 as well, and I can play 4-4-2 and 3-4-3 and 3-5-2. But this is a little bit like I'm a quite adjustable and adaptable coach, and so that's my question. That's my answer before you're continuing with the question. So continue.
So you said you are too much adaptive or so much adaptive. So what is your plan for our team?
First of all, I think that we now have been working for one kind of formation or some kind of principle of play. Then, while the pre-season and also, like I said, the Durand Cup also gave me a lot of answers. And of course, it's one thing to facing teams in Thailand. It's one thing to facing a lot more like lower team. If I tell say this, and I mean some of the games in Durand Cup would beat the opponents with 7-8-0, right? And we will definitely change some small things, but it's really important for us to play energetic here at home. Obviously, like so far in my experience in India, it's just Durand Cup and maybe 50 people at the stand in Kolkata. Now it's a totally different ballgame, right? We will play with a full stadium. Obviously, there's more people here in the press conference than at the stand in Kolkata. So I mean that's a reality. So we have to play energetic. At the same time, we know that the opponent will, of course, they will fight so hard, and it's a hard game for them here, and they will be super humble. So if they can, probably they will sit back a little bit and wait for the counters and play quite direct. That's my guess.
And any injury wise now, as of now?
as we speak now.
And hi Koda, you're getting a new friend in the defense line. Last year you tried hard, but there are some weaknesses. There were some weaknesses in the defense line. So, what is your take on this year's progress?
First of all, good afternoon everyone. Happy to be back again. And like last 2 months, as coach said, we were working hard as a defensively and offensively also. And defense lines not much change. Like Horny, me, Milos, everyone is here. So Neo is Ivan is in the team, but he is injured. But he is also back. Pavi is there. Nucha, Saib. So we all working hard together. And for me, I think match by match. So our target is next match clean sheet and 3 points. That's it.
Coach, you must have seen videos of Kerala Blasters last season. Like comparing that team and this team, like what sort of difference do you see? Like, do you think this team is stronger? How do you assess the team this time, like compared to last year? From whatever you've seen, like?
I mean, it's a totally different thing to observe a team from a video. Then also that suddenly you are coaching them, in daily basis. So I mean, obviously there's some new players, some players in, some players out. That's quite normal. It's hard for me to compare, but so from that perspective, it's a hard question. And the only thing I can tell you that I see some progression from the first camp day in Thailand. We have putting in the same effort and energy from day one. I counted actually that we have more than 65 real proper football sessions, and we had just one training session. I felt that when I stepped out of the training that this was not good training. So, and then in that day it was like we practicing in daytime in a really poor pitch actually, and it was just once. But from a fitness standpoint, it was a good training session. But quality and the general feeling was that in one training in more than 65 days. So I had a good feeling. Then the preparation is good. Then when we start to play the league games in a few days, then you know what, we have to continue to develop this team while the league. So we are absolutely not finished now, and we can just put out a team and play and win every single game. There will be a hard battle, but you're starting in a okay and good point, and then hopefully we can go down the road. So and then we have some new players. They need to adapt to the league. They need also more minutes. We need more minutes together. So it will be beneficial for the whole team when we are more used to this environment.
Hey coach, so Kerala Blasters is a club that is well known for producing young talents to the mainframe of the Indian football. So they have been giving so much of game time to the young players also. So the squad is also well composed of wide varieties of players, like in terms of age, experience, and everything. So how are you going to integrate that kind of varieties and to produce the best possible result for the club?
For me, it's super important that the club needs to develop young players. And I've been coaching team for a long time, and also, of course, I have no playing career behind me, so I started in the academy and develop young players. So for me, that's important for me. But for me, that I have to combine that the long term and short term thinking. And in a winning team, you need young, hungry players. You need experienced, hungry players. Still, it's really important. Like Britain, still hungry to achieve, still hungry to develop. And of course, also you need hungry foreigners. So it's like you need young talents, hungry, wants to grow. You need experienced players with hunger and also foreigners with hunger. And you need coaches with hunger. And that's my philosophy.
There is multiple players available for a single position. Multiple players has played at the highest level of Indian football. So there will be some kind of problem like these quality players will be benched for some time of period that could affect the fitness and this kind of things, game time, that kind of thing. So is that a problem for you?
I mean that I have quite a positive view of life in general, and I'm not a negative guy. I can absolutely be really critical and negative sometimes, but just in a few moments. But I mean that for a coach, you need a good selection. You need alternatives. Then if some guys with experience will put on the bench, of course that's hard for them, but it's also hard for the young players who's like, if they on the bench, they want to show. So for me, that's my job. And I've been doing this for a long time, and but it's always hard to put a guy who's like putting in maximum effort, and the games means a lot, and putting on the game even if you're 30 or 18. So, but that's a big part of the job, and I'm ready to do that.
Hi Peter. So you are a well experienced player in the Indian football footprint. You have played for multiple clubs. You have represented India international level, and you have captained at the international level also. But the last season performance was not up to the mark, according to some critics that have been coming in from the media and fans and everything. So, what is your reply to that?
See, as a player, always these kind of things is happen. So my job is to focus on me and how I work hard and rectify my mistake. So like last season, I started the season, and then second of the season I am not playing much, but I still working hard. And now the new season start, so I need to improve myself more and lead the team and win for this match. That's it.
Hi coach, what is the most important or significant message you are giving to the players? One simple important message or an instruction.
Show, give 100% out there. So that's and also look like a winner. That's important to fight hard. I mean that we can have so many things you talk about in a football team. It's a complex game, but to work hard, run, be energetic. That's number one. Then of course I need quality. I need tactical awareness. Blah blah blah. But to work hard and run and fight for the match. That's always number one for us.
Kochi normally attracts the biggest crowds for ISL games. So what do you hope for tomorrow? Begin with the bang and a big win, or do you think it's going to be a tight, close game tomorrow?
Actually, don't play tomorrow, right?
That's it. Sorry.
Tomorrow is just a training.
Yes.
But you're welcome anyway. I understand. Sunday, right? You mean Sunday? Yeah. I expect a tight game. Actually, you can always dream, right? And you score lots of goals, but I always expect a tight game. And so far, my only experience from the competitive Dulan Cup, then it's like look at the result when the ISL teams face each other. It was like okay, one goal, penalty, shootout in the quarterfinals, in the semifinals, and the finals, right? So I mean that I expect a tight game, but hopefully also the number 12 will be the difference between winning and losing.
Coach, as you are aware, we have the biggest fanfare or fan base. So, what is your message to the fans? They are eagerly watching for you, your performance tomorrow.
The same message like both me and Peter says now, that it's like, first of all, we are it's a huge privilege to be a member of this club, and we have to give up 100%. And in best case of scenarios, we play good football, you play energetic football, you score lots of goals, and you win. But you will at least see us at every single game that we give 100%. And I think that, like football fans in general, they are critical and they have, high expectations. And they want all this. They want those players to score lots of goals, see positive offensive football, energetic players. But you also want to see fighters out there. And that for me is like, so hopefully that's my message also to the fans, and we really want to please them. That's why it's a huge privilege to be a member of this club.
How many friendly matches did you have after the Duran Cup?
What do you think?
How many friendly matches did you have after the Duran Cup? And if you look at the team, the games that you played, which department needs probably more working on?
We had some absolutely very friendly games. Now I must count. We had was it two? Yes, after two, and then also big side games in training as well. But two games. I think like right now it's about the whole picture. I think that obviously we scoring lots of goals during the pre-season in Thailand, in Durham, in the friendly games as well. They haven't conceded that much. So I think that we are that ready we can be right now. So I think that we can absolutely improve our offensive, especially maybe that the build-up phase, and also that the final moment that we have to go straight forward and attack and go straight to the goal and counter-attack, but also that we have also to keep the ball and rest with the ball, not just keep the ball for that you should pass 200 times, but also to rest and control the game. That's one thing. And then in defense we have been pretty solid. So I think that the offensive and the defensive things they are linked to each other. So we are absolutely ready to start. Nothing specifically right now, but the games in the ISL, it will tell us. So of course the friendly games and the Duran games tell us one story. Now the ISL games will tell us another story. But we are ready to battle from Sunday, not Saturday, 7:30.
Coach, so you are given 6 foreign players in the squad. The league only allows 4 foreign players in the starting line. So how are you planning to compose these 4 players? Do you have any player fixed in the mind to start any games?
I don't understand the question.
You have 6 foreign players in the squad.
Yes.
So you are only allowed to field 4 foreign players in the starting 11. So do you have any player fixed in the starting 11, or are you planning to take it game by game?
For me, if I say that I just thinking about next game, then I'm not professional. So of course I'm thinking about this team 24/7, or at least almost, right? And of course I'm here to work, so we're discussing these kind of things with my staff and the director, in time. But but you don't know what happens in football. It can be depending on the games, depending on the performance. This is a rule that we can just address 4 foreigners, and then we can swap them, right? And it's a rule, and I'm completely aware about that. And then it's up to me to handle it. But for me, it's it's like with the domestic players, you know, like you have to be spot on. We have many competitive players in our squad, and it's up to the coach to be precise.
You like this shirt, this strap? Like it?